to be over in a few minutes on my F1 Games PlayStation channel streaming F1 25. I've just got to go upstairs now and share it out on my computer. Then I'll be back. Thank you. You've all been awesome. And I don't know how to switch this one off, but I'll find the button somehow. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on F1 Games PlayStation. Let's see if there are any more comments. I don't think we've got any more. No sound, mate. I'll give you better with. Oh, there's no. I said there's no sound. I said there's no sound. Can you hear me now? 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 Hello? Hang on, hang on. Hello? 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 No. Need to write that backwards. No sound. Oh dear. Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? That sound? Hello? Hello? No. Very, very weird. Uh, very weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna drink my tea. Fuck you know.
I can hear clearly now, my mic's plugged in. Hello everyone, and yes, we are here finally. I hope the microphone's working, I'm pretty sure it is. Let me go to the chat first so we can get on with it. Get on with it, you sponge. I do apologise for that stream, but that is... unfortunately, the disadvantages of having the Lenovo tablet, the sound goes occasionally, and you have to reboot it. Then it comes back, and it's all fine. But yeah, so that was the problem there. Oh, I can hear myself. I can hear myself, so I know I'm working. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Let's go look. Apart from this time of cack, also yes, I'm presuming the pile of cack is me. Hello, Mr. Lucas Borster. I did see your messages on the other stream. We can hear you barely. Well, that's probably all you need to hear, really, is me barely. Still heard better potatoes. Time for this pile of cack, also F125. Now, hello, everyone. First, before we start, the most important question you all need to know, and we need to know, and that is, did Ash finish that stupid Indianapolis 500 game? I only saw the first attempt and he came fifth or something, but I don't know. I unfortunately couldn't do it anymore. Hello, Mr. Pleinel Plessy. Welcome to the stream. He says, well done for buying this. Hang on, I've got to change my glasses over. Well done on buying this. That's more money going towards EA. I know. But the only thing I will say to that is I made sure that I gave EA Sports the minimum amount of money that I could get away with to buy this game, and that was the standard edition. Even though the iconic edition, because it had a 15% discount on it, and so it was only £6.27 more, I thought to myself, no, EA, you are not getting that extra £6.24. You're not doing it. I refuse. So I have paid the minimum possible to get this game, unfortunately. Yes. Battle to see who's the biggest pile of cap. Right. Oh, that's the answer to Ash. No, nowhere near. Oh dear. I see a little bit of obsession trying to creep in on that. Maybe someone should tell him that he needs to calm down a little bit and take a break, because I did start to get that obsession with F198 in the end. But yeah, take a break. If you're watching Ash, I'm sure he isn't. I'm sure he's probably fast asleep by now. Take a break. Right, here we go. Here we go. I've literally just switched it on and pressed it. We've got all this bloody... Look at all this shit this year. Look at it. Look. Oh, my God. What is all this? Hello, Mr. Regal. What's the stream? Found out the AI don't pit, so the only way they can pit is by typically causing cautions. Oh, I got you. There's a legend... Missed that one. What is all this crap? Adaptive triggers off. We don't like adaptive triggers around here. I'm too old for adaptive triggers. I don't want to put more force into pressing the brake pedal. I have enough trouble trying to get the jar off in pickles. Without having to push the brake pedal with too much force. Right, what the hell is this wrong way? What is this? I don't know what any of this is, to be honest. Audio? Wait a minute. Audio driving assist? Oh my God. Are you serious? Does that mean if we go around, we're going to get an AI voice going, brake now, brake now, brake now, accelerate, accelerate, go left, oh my God. Surely not. Ah, that might be fun to switch on, actually. Should we switch that on and see what happens? Yeah, I think we will. I think we're going to switch that on. I just want to see what happens. Here we go. AI control Q. On. Unfortunately, I don't do braking assist. Gear indicator Q. Yeah. Audio, I don't do steering assist either, so I can't put that one on. Track limit, yeah, we'll put that one on. Turn Q. Turn Q. Wrong way Q. There you go. That'll do. Oh, wait a minute. What does play preview? This is actually going to tell us what this is. Play preview.
AI is now taking control.
Oh my god, I don't believe it.
AI is now taking control.
Shush! Stop! It's like this is set up for an old person, isn't it? It's like when you're in the old folks' home. Have you had a poo today? Are you kidding me?
First gear. First gear. First gear.
But Jesus Christ! Oh, this is just epic.
Left fast. Left fast. Left fast.
What the? Anyway, we've got tinnitus relief. I'll tell you what, I switched that on last year and almost blew me bloody eardrums off. So it certainly wasn't a tinnitus relief, I can tell you that much. Engineer ducking. Right, anyway, let's just get on with this. Oh, straight away it goes to the EA music. I probably got copyrighted for that, never mind. We want themes, thank you. What the hell is this? No, soundtrack, I don't know. Which one is it? It's themes, isn't it? That's the one, theme music. That's it. Because you don't get copyright for that. Anyway, we want to turn that down, obviously. Turn that down. Right, let's start again. Hello everyone and welcome to F1 25. Yes, I'm so excited, so excited. Now, if anyone's got F1 24, you'll immediately look at this and go, "But it looks exactly the same, mate." Well, yes, it doesn't look very much different. EA, of course, are homogenising the Formula One games, and yes, it looks pretty identical to last year. Only minus things, of course, is that we've got Breaking Point now. Yes, Breaking. I won't go into this because you've probably all seen Breaking Point on YouTube videos. So, but yes, we've got Breaking Point now. Yes, fantastic. We've got Lewis Hamilton. Look at that. Beautiful man, look at him in all his glory. Lewis Hamilton. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again. These faces look bloody awful. Honestly, F1 2004 has got better faces than these. I don't know what you're doing, EA, but you need to sort that out. Seriously, faces from about 6 years ago are better than these. So I don't know. Fix that, please. Please fix that. That's just not on. What have they done to Lewis? Yeah, exactly. What have they done to Lewis? He just looks horrible. And Oscar's pastry looks, I don't know, the hair's wrong. He doesn't look, I'm sorry, but can I say it on stream? Can I say it on stream without getting censored by YouTube? Oh, I'm going to say it. Oscar's pastry looks like Hitler. All he needs is the moustache, and there he is. The greatest. Like Sia and Kendrick Lamar, yes. It's just ridiculous. Their Carlos Sainz looks okay. He looks okay. Right, anyway, so we got Breaking Point 3. Now we've got the exciting career mode, of course, yes, which has now been revamped. We've got the usual driver career, which I think hasn't been changed for this year because it had a massive, well, I say a massive revamp. It wasn't really. It was just a few tweaks and twiddles. Really, it wasn't that massive. Let's just have a look and see if anything's actually been changed. Skip to F1.
Welcome to F1 25 and welcome to Driver Career.
Yes, thank you,
Before we
Natalie.
get started, we need to choose how you'll play. This is the default setup, designed to give you a balanced experience. Or if you're already familiar with the F1 games, you can customize your settings as much as you want yourself.
Thank you,
That's all
Natalie.
from me. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you, Natalie. Goodbye. So yeah, it looks like. Oh, of course, we got this where you can add the Connor Sport, which of course is the team from Breaking Point, and you can add the APX GP, which is the movie car as well, from the brilliant movie that's coming out with Brad Pitt in it. It's going to be 4 times better than Driven. If anyone's ever seen that, it's going to be 4 times better than that. So I can't wait. Actually, I can't wait. I would go to the cinema and see it, but I can't be bothered, so I'll just wait till it comes on Netflix. Because that's what everyone does these days. No one goes to the cinema anymore. They're all sitting there with their popcorn at the ready while bits of tumbleweed drift past them because no one can be bothered, because all they've got to do now is put the telly on and press the Netflix app and, oh look, there's a movie. I can't be asked to get out of my chair and go to the cinema. I've got to get in my car as well. It's going to cost petrol or electric or whatever you fucking use these days. I can't be bothered. Just press the Netflix button and be done with. Anyway, I digress. But yes, you can have that in there as well. Oh, only if you've got the iconic edition. Bastards, EA. Bastards. Bastards. How much is it to buy? 20, but you only charge. Oh, because it's 15% off. That's why. £20. Oh, that's just absolutely outrageous. That's it. Don't worry about it. I'll manage without it. I don't think you have to pay for the Connor Sport. Oh, okay. Spoiler alert. Okay, I won't then. I won't. Thank you. But there it is anyway. It looks pretty much the same as it was last year. Now, of course, we've got the My Team, which is a massive revamp, and basically it's called My Team Motorsport Manager 25, because that's basically what it is. They've looked at the F1 Manager game, and they've just basically stolen every element that was in that game and thought, we'll use it ourselves because they can't be asked to make any more, so we'll just steal it, because that's the way EA goes. Yes, they just steal content from anyone they can, and then they close down the studios, and it's just brilliant. Great place to work for EA, it must be. So yeah, My Team, I'm not going to go into My Team, but the biggest change to My Team is that you can no longer play as yourself. You cannot be the driver. You are now the team boss, and you are in control of 2 drivers. They can be any drivers if you're choosing. The only good thing about that is you can drive as either driver. You just select which one you want to drive at the start of each race. Now, this has got some quite good ideas, because if one of your cars isn't doing very well, then you can take control for that race and try to get them, further up the grid. So I think that is a good idea. Unfortunately, lots of people are moaning, saying that you can't drive as yourself anymore, so you can't have your own identity, because that's what a lot of people played My Team for, was to have your own identity, which is now lost. But I do think the idea of being able to take control of either car is a good idea. It really is.
Welcome. First things first. On the other hand,
oh God, it's Naomi.
It's time to take charge.
Thank you, Naomi Schiff. The one good thing I did notice that you can pick in this is that you can have all drivers. This game is already better than... Hang on, Will. It didn't tell me the rest of the message. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, dee, dee. This game is already better than F1 24. Yes. The AI do pick. KD is talking cack. No, he isn't. It's just as cack. Doing. They put more effort into the reversing sensors than the game. Have you even played the game? Right, here we go. Now, one of the biggest bugbears for me from last year's game was the AI. The AI on F124 was absolutely atrocious. I'm sure you'll agree. It really was. They just didn't do anything. They just sat there in huge DRS trains, single file behind each other. They never really seemed to make any sort of moves either during the races. And their routine, their AI routine was exactly the same every single race. They would pit on exactly the same lap, and then they ended up in a train again, and it was just boring. The AI on F124 took about 6 games backwards, a backward step of about 6 games. It really was. I was just so surprised how they could have got it so wrong for last year's game. I just don't get it. Now, apparently, they've improved it for 25, and that's what I want to confirm. I want to confirm, yes. But anyway, in the My Team, you can have driver icons. So if you wanted to play as the team owner, you could have Ayrton Senna and Michael Schumacher as your drivers, if you wanted to. Yes, the prospect of that does excite me, I must admit. Yes. Or you could have Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard and pretend you're in a McLaren from 1998. You could do that. You could do that if you wanted to. Yes, and you are in control of all the drivers. Shall I say, you select at the start of the race whether you want to be that driver or the other one, and you can flick them around each race if you wanted to. But so I think that's quite a good idea, I have to admit. You could even be an esports driver if no, nobody wants to be an esports driver, do they? Let's face it. But yeah, so that part of it is quite good. I can't advance anymore until we start the game up, and if you want to look at My Team, just go and have a look at any of the other videos and you will find out. Where's Maldonado and Chadwick? Yeah, we've got rid of them. Not in it. Not in this one. We've got Brad Pitt instead. They took them out. Yeah, they took them out. You can add the reverse tracks in career mode from Season 2 without getting rid of the normal tracks. Nice. Nice. So, there we go. Let's just go backwards because we don't want to actually start any of that. You've got 2-player career, which we had last year, and challenge career. Play against other drivers in a career challenge experience where earning the most points will see you top of the online leaderboards. Lovely. Lovely. Then, of course, we've got F1 the movie, which I'm... Yes, there it is. Now, unfortunately, I think you have to have the iconic edition to actually get all of this. So we won't go any further, but I don't know if you do have to actually. You might be able to get it on the ordinary one, but yeah, F1 the movie. So before I start, I did jot down my controller settings, so just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to put them in because I do have a particular set of controller settings that I use. And I did copy them last night from F124, so it's only going to take a few minutes. This is all pointless fluff. Right, accelerate, R2, L2, yep. Steering, yep. That was the same. Gear up. Dee. Right, gear up is the one I changed because I have it at triangle. Okay. Gear up at triangle. Clutch, I don't think we've got to worry about the binding on the clutch because that only does at the start. Hang on, I've got the DRS as the X button. DRS is the X button. There you go. DRS X button. Pit lane is also the triangle button. Pit limiter, but that's alright. That one affects us. Radio is R1. Yep, that's the same. MFD is O, that's the same. Push to talk is R3, that's the same. And overtake is L1. Overtake L1. That's it. That's all I change. Just that one. Just that one. Right, sorry about that. I was just getting the settings. Oh, I better just check the assist while I'm here. Driving amateur? Who do they think I am? I'm the Hookster. Amateur. Experienced. Elite? Elite? Yeah, we'll have elite. Steering off, braking off, anti-lock brakes. Still no, we need them on. Traction control, medium. These, by the way, are the settings that I use for all my career modes. The all seasons career, these are the settings. So dynamic racing line, corners only, and I like it in 2D. I don't like it to be raised up because it puts me off. High vis racing line, gearbox is manual. Pit assist I do like on. Pit release assist I do like on. ERS assist no. DRS assist no. Okay, that's it. On-screen display, speedometer, temperature, track map. Oh, track map. We don't want the mini map. We want the full track map so that we can see how the AI are doing. Start lights, virtual rear view. Oh, let's put the rear view mirror on. Permanent session time. We want that on as well. Okay. Controls, graphics. Never bother with that. Audio, we've got that pretty good. Okay, I think we're good to go, you know. I think we're good to go. So, how do we do... Is it in F1 World again, is it?
To F1 World, a journey through the sport that will offer you events based around casual or competitive play, single player or multiplayer, fun versus realism, and everything in between.
Everything in between. Right, here we go.
Upgrades that can be equipped to your car and team in the garage, increasing your tech level and giving you the performance you need to tackle greater challenges. Along the way, you'll find new ways to customize your car and character, earn trophies for your trophy cabinet, and much more.
I've no idea, Plessy, why F1 World's such a still thing.
Play screen and take your first steps into F1 World.
Alright, hang on a minute. Because that music is really pissing me off. Jesus. It's still bloody loud. Right, let's turn it off. Thank you. Oh, that's better. Doing my head in, that was. Right. I presume it's play.
This is what we call the play screen. It's basically your jumping off point. Feel free to explore.
Yeah, whatever. Here we are. Here's a Grand Prix. Wowzers. F125. Let's go for it. Right, what have we got? Oh, look, we've got the reverse symbols on 3 of the circuits there. Look at that. So I suppose we better be very bad and do one in reverse to start us off, hadn't we? Apparently the Red Bull ring in reverse is better than it is going forwards. So we'll try that one. What should we have? What should we have? Wow, could they make those graphics even bigger? Do you think that we really know what the team name is now? I don't think that could be mistaken, can it? Yeah, that's definitely that's Aston Martin. Let's go in the Alpine, and let's. Oh look, they've still got Jack Doohan. They've still got Jack Doohan. Oh my God. Now everyone's going to lose their shit for the next 6 months saying, get Jack Doohan out, and they won't do it. They won't do it because they've got his likeness in the game now. It's gonna take so much effort to put another driver's likeness. They won't do it. They'll have Jack Doohan for the rest of the season now. No, they haven't included Colapinto. He's not here. He's not here. I'll tell you, it'll be ages for you. Even if he turns up, which he probably won't do, because they didn't replace one of them last year at all. Can't remember who it was, but they didn't replace him. He's still in F1 24. Oh, I think it was what's his name? Williams. I've forgotten his name already. That's how famous he was. You know the one I'm talking about. The Williams last year. Yeah, him. American driver. You know the one. What's his bloody name? Anyway, right, here we go. I think the assists are still they're still the same. Logan's Privates, that's the one. Logan's Privates. He's still on F1 24. They never changed him. Right, difficulty. 30, no, I think we could do a little bit. What's tech level modifier? Oh, if you're using equal performance, right. I don't think we're using equal performance, are we? Don't think we are. Hang on. Where do I find it? Now, before I continue, apparently the car damage has been reduced this year. So apparently the standard damage is basically the simulation damage now. So we'll leave it on standard, but apparently the damage has been sort of knocked down a little bit for this year's game. So I've been reading or looking on the internet. So we'll switch that down a little bit, or switch it up a little bit, I should say. Right, difficulty. Now, for any F1 game, doesn't matter which one it is, well, Codemasters ones anyway, I always start a brand new game on 70 AI, which is the hard mode. That's how I always start. So there we go. Rules and flags, yeah. Dynamic. I think we're only on a 5 lap, I think. Ah, here we go. Weekends, practice format off, qualifying format. No, we'll go for short. No, I'm just going to go. No, actually, I want to. What we got this year? Still no 75% races, code EA. Look, why do you have 5 laps, 25%, 35%, 50%, and then it jumps from 50 to 100? Where's the 75% in the middle? That's what we need. That's what we need. 70. Oh my God! Someone tell them. Right, so I'm going to go for a 25% race. There we go. Actually, I'm going to turn the qualifying just to one shot. Don't want to sit here for 20-minute qualifying, do we? Okay then. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. This is what we're here for. That would mean you have to put effort in. That's true. That's very, very true. Here we go then. Now, I have not turned a single wheel of this game, so I'm not cheating whatsoever. I haven't been sitting here for the last 3 hours running laps on this game. This is the first time I've fired it up. And I've never driven the Red Bull Ring in reverse either.
Qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Yes, yes. I'm going to completely muck this up because, as I say, oh, we've got no car setups either, have I? Preset 4. All right, we'll leave it like that. Oh my God, here we go.
AI is giving control to you. 7th gear, 4th gear. 5th gear, medium, 6th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear. 7th gear, 8th gear.
Oh my God.
Left fast. Right medium, 7th gear. Right medium, 7th gear, 6th gear. 6th fast, 7th gear. 8th gear. Left 7th gear, 4th gear, 3rd gear. 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear. 8th gear. Left hairpin, 7th gear, 4th gear, 2nd gear.
Whoa.
2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, 8th gear. Left medium, 7th gear, 4th gear, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear. AI is now taking control. Left medium. Left medium.
Well, oh my God. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the AI voice. Oh my God. Now, can I turn that off before the race? Because that's going to completely destroy me otherwise.
Qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow.
It's close to like this there. I'm afraid I don't think. Turn it up. I'll try, Will, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it without starting again. Wow, I didn't know that would be. I didn't know that would be that annoying. Oh my God, that is so annoying. Yeah, I'm going to have to quit out of this because, wowzers.
Let's run you through the driver group. And alongside me today, 4.
Okay, radio check.
Is there no way of doing that from here? Audio settings. Damn it, there's no way of doing it from here. Okay, this is only 5 laps, I'm going to do it and I should get rid of that because that is so annoying. But anyway, here we go. Now apparently it's virtually impossible to spin this car out this year, so here we go.
Okay, pull the clutch in.
AI is giving control to you.
Okay, clutch out. Go, go,
2nd gear,
Oh, blimey.
3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, left medium, 6th gear, 4th gear, 3rd gear, left medium, 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, left 8th gear, right medium, 4th gear.
Whoa!
fifth gear, right medium, sixth gear, fifth gear. Left fast, sixth gear, seventh gear. Left sixth gear, fourth gear. Fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, seventh gear, eighth gear. Left hair, seventh gear, fourth gear, second gear, first gear.
Oh, I've damaged the car already.
Second gear, third gear,
Mind that
fourth
front
gear,
wing is going to need
fifth gear,
replacing if it
sixth
takes too
gear,
much damage.
seventh gear.
Okay, I can't. I'm sorry, and I suppose you can either. But that is just ridiculous. What the hell even is that? That's wonderful AI for you, everyone. Yes. Oh my god. Right. Where was that option now to get rid of that? I think it's under audio settings. Oh, I don't know, yeah. I don't know where that is. Because that was right at the start of the thing, wasn't it? It's not under assist, is it? No. Where the hell was that setting? Liam Slowson, yeah. What the hell? Don't tell me I found a bug already. Don't tell me I found a bug. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, thank God for that. I found it. Accessibility options. AI control queue. Off. 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 Jesus. Off. 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 Ah. Oh, I think we've done it, lads. I think we've done it. Oh my God, what on earth even was that? Audio driving assist, that's what that is under. Audio driving assist, but I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would... How is someone talking to you as assist? It's not going to help you if you're deaf, is it? Because you wouldn't be able to hear it. So... And if you were blind, you wouldn't be able to see it. So, I'm sorry, I don't get it. What is... I don't get it. Anyway, doesn't matter, it's off now. Thank God for that. Right, let's get back to this. Whew. Colourblind guy, shut up. Shut up. I do, but I don't actually like it on because it makes it worse than normal. Right, let's try that again, ladies and gentlemen.
Thinking about pledging your allegiance.
Oh, shut up, Natalie.
This is where you choose your favourite F1 constructor and driver. Once you've made your choices, you'll be part
I always
of their
turn
fan
David
zone
Croft.
for the remainder of the active F1
That's
season.
crazy work, I know. It is crazy. Right, let's try that again, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
it's Alpine.
Oh, this is that bloody fan zone.
And it's Alpine.
Yeah, whatever. I pressed the wrong button again.
And it's Alpine.
Radio check.
Yeah, whatever.
This is the fan zone widget and will be your...
Yeah,
It'll let you know
whatever.
how many fan points you've earned.
Yeah, whatever. Jesus. They really don't want you to get into the game, do they? Right, okay. Let's delete that and start again. We'll do that again though, in reverse. In reverse, there we go. And we'll go for Jack doing again. Good evening, Rich LaRouche. Welcome to the stream. Difficulty is back on 70. I think I'm actually going to go for a 25% race. There we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. As I say, I have not, apart from that one lap I just did, I have not done a thing on this game. Apparently it's almost impossible now to spin the car out. Almost impossible, even on medium traction control. Which means that they're kind of... which means they're kind of going down the full arcade route now, isn't it, really? Which I haven't got a problem with, because that's, you know, it's a racing game. That's all it is.
For another exciting...
They've tried so many times to hype it as a simulation, but it's not a simulation. It never has been. So...
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Yeah, check. Radio copy. This is a test to see whether the AI have improved and whether they're still doing trains. It's not even a decent sim. No, it's not really. Take a little bit of fuel out, and here we go. Finally.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Stop!
Accidents are sometimes hard to avoid on track. We know that, but you use rewind to fix any mistakes. If only you could do that in life, eh? Let's rewind a few seconds now by pressing the button prompt on your screen.
I completely forgot that I was going in reverse there. Alright, we'll use rewind.
Okay, so you can use the controls to either pause, fast forward or rewind, and once you've found exactly where you want to go again...
Yeah, whatever. Let's do that again.
Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 0.2 seconds. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Pierre is in the pits. So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Oh, I've just remembered something. I don't know where the pit entrance is in reverse. This is going to be fun.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please.
Hello, Mr. Mod79. Welcome, sir. Shit, where's the pit entrance? I don't know where the pit entrance is. Is that it?
Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit.
I would do, but I don't know where the entrance is. Oh, hang on.
As you approach.
I just follow the line. There you go.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Good job, nice overtake. so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. So I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.2 seconds. Final lap, push, push.
Whew.
I don't know what else I could do.
Get sacked by the team, Jack? That's what else you could do.
Here's the checkered flag. Here's our winner. By George, he's done it. Russell wins.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. And taking his place on the top step of the podium, he gave it some hustle. Well done to George Russell.
Oh, he gave it some hustle. Well done to George Russell. Wowzers! Crofty, you've excelled yourself. You're going to be a greater rapper than P. Diddy. Oh, wait a minute. Da da la da da la la da 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 da. There we go. Our first race on F1 25. It's like hearing the snooker engines. Yeah, it is. Oh my God.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Yes. Okay, so first impressions. the handling. Obviously, I'm using a controller. I'm using a PS5 controller, in fact, the DualSense. The handling is very good. It's very twitchy in the slow speed corners, though. You have to be very, very careful to hold on to it. And from the start as well, you have to be very careful because you do start to bog down and you start to drift off to the left-hand side if you give it too much revs. That reminds me very much of F1 22, which had that as well. Unfortunately, in the end, everyone just gave up with that and just put the traction control on to full because that alleviated all those problems. But I've been waiting for a game to come along for the past few years now where I can actually run it on medium traction, and that game was actually last year's game, F1 24. But this one also, F1 25, is definitely playable on the medium traction setting. Now, I deliberately had the full map on the screen because, as I say, one of the big problems from last year's game was the fact that they were basically in a conga line all the way throughout the race, basically one behind the other. You'd get a group of about 8 cars, then you'd have a bit of a gap, then you'd have another group of the remaining 11 cars all in a line, and it was just really unrealistic. As I say, they didn't seem to go for moves. They just seemed to sit behind each other for the whole of the race. Now, if you looked at that full map, you could see there was definitely some more spacing. I wouldn't say it was brilliant, but there was definitely more spacing on the track there than there was on F1 24. Because as I say, on F1 24, they all just followed the same routine. They came in and pitted on exactly the same lap every single race. Because I'm on my second season of F1 24 right now, and I can really affirm that is what they do. They pit on exactly the same lap. There was definitely some consistency in different pit stops, and I noticed there was a lot of cars on different tyre strategies as well. Some of them were on the soft tyre, some were on the medium, and some were on the hard. So there was a real mix-up with the tyre strategies. So that is definitely improvement. So yes, the handling it's okay. Put one in the chat, Will, and I'll race it next. A better one for the AI. Put it in the chat and I'll race it next. So yes, there's a definite improvement there in the AI. Now, graphics-wise, I can't tell you because Norris 8, yeah. No, Mr. Paddock 69, not Monaco. Go away. We are not doing Monaco. Graphics-wise, I can't tell you because I'm currently running this on a 1080p TV, so it basically looks like a PS4 game to me. It's just there's no difference whatsoever. Apparently, the graphics have taken a step forward for F1 25. If you've got 4K and they've got all this ray tracing going on and all that loveliness which you can see in people who upload YouTube videos to YouTube. They have it on full max settings. You can see it's a glorious sight, but I can't attest to that because, as I say, I'm literally watching it in 1080p. It just looks like a PS4 game to me. There is no difference. A PS5 game and a PS4 game in 1080p are exactly the same. There's no sort of way you can say, oh, that looks a lot better, so I can't adjust to that. Looks exactly the same as they stopped doing F1 games. Yeah, that's right. But that's purely because of the fact that it's only being displayed in 1080. As I say, all games in 1080 look exactly the same. Conamo, more like, yeah. So the handling, yeah, it's definitely playable in medium traction on a controller. I can't attest to anyone who uses a steering wheel. I know someone from our league, Mr. Joseph, who has driven it on a wheel, and he says it's definitely playable. And I remember last year's game, he said it was completely unplayable on a wheel. So it's a definite improvement there. And yeah, it feels fine on a pad. You just got to watch the start. It's very, very twitchy at the start. And it seems to be the low speed corners. You have to be very careful that you don't try to, or you start to lose the car a little bit. High speed and the normal speed stuff, it's absolutely fine. It feels planted. I don't know where this theory come on the internet that they said that it's virtually impossible to spin the car. I can feel it moving all the time, so it's definitely going to be possible at some point to spin the car, definitely. So I don't know where that came from, just internet rumour, I believe. Spa, yes, Spa. Well, let's get to the comments before we continue, because I couldn't read them while I was racing, because I've only got one set of eyes. I've only got half an ear now after getting completely brainwashed by that audio, whatever it was. Jesus, big horror. Wowzers, we got a lot of comments here, haven't we? Dave hates lesbians. I love lesbians. We need more lesbians, not less lesbians. Unfortunately, it's missed off after comments. It won't let me scroll up any further. We ain't telling you where it is. Find out yourself. He's going to crash. After 9 laps, you should know. No, Dave is killing it. Might want to sniff a white line with the way the game looks. What's the car handling like? I think I'll just explain that. It is very. Yeah, I agree with Will. It is stable. It is very stable. But I actually found 24 pretty stable as well on a pad on medium traction. So yeah, I'll say you just got to watch the slow speed stuff. You've got to watch it. It's a little bit, but I actually prefer it when the car's loose. I don't like it as like a Scale Electric's car where it's completely planted and stuck to the track. I like to have it moving around. So I always used to like that on F1 2010 because that was the master of that. You really had to concentrate hard, and you could always feel that the car was just an inch away from breaking away. And if it started to break away, if you were good enough, you could catch it, and then you got an immense satisfaction that you managed to catch the car before it started to spin out. So that was one of the things I did like about 2010, and so I do like a car that is very sort of loose but stable enough to catch. That's the thing. It's loose but it's stable enough to catch, not in any way, shape or form like F1 22, which was ridiculous, unstable, and as soon as you lost it, you just spun out, and there was nothing you could do about it. That was just bad physics coding by Codemasters, and they never actually fixed it. They did loads of patches, but they could never actually fix it. So it was a fundamental problem with the game on 22. Anyone who's driven that game will know what I'm talking about. I basically just gave up and run it on full traction all the time. Even through my career, I was on full traction because I just couldn't be bothered. Even on medium traction, the slightest little, going too much into a corner, and you just spun around like a top. And that's just bad physics, really, to be honest. Well, it's not bad physics, it is more realistic. But realism is not really what you need in this kind of scenario. If you want your realism, then go to somewhere where realism is key, like iRacing or stuff like that. Anything that's, that's fine. Codemasters and EA have really, over the years, tried to push it's a simulation. It's not a simulation at all. It's an arcade racing game, pure and simple. Always has been and always will be. And that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. Because where I race in a league race, we've got people of all degrees of experience and ability. And so having it more arcade is even better for us. And it's just a load of us racing around a track on a Monday night. To be honest, we don't need it to be a simulation. If we wanted a simulation, then we go to somewhere where I say they do proper simulations like iRacing. That's what we do if we wanted to. But we can't be bothered. We just want to have a knock around on a Monday night. And if it's more arcadey, then that's even better for us. To be honest, it really is. Less pointy, yeah, it's definitely less pointy. Unlike Panda 69 who says this is CAC, that's CAC, it's all CAC. You are CAC. Everyone's CAC! I heard the WRC license has gone back to Nacon, the same people did the WRC games on PS4. Yes, it's gone back to them. Unfortunately, though, due to licensing, i.e. EA, I've still got the license. even though they're not going to produce any more WRC games, and they're not even going to update the WRC game that they've made, they've still got the license until the end of 2026. It doesn't lapse until then, so no new WRC game can come out now until 2027. So it's going to be at least sort of halfway through 2027 before the next WRC game comes out. I just saw a video about it actually before I came on air, and apparently this time they will not be using the proprietary engine that drove all their WRC games for the past, I don't know, 7 or 8 years now. They are going to be using a completely different engine, so that could either be really exciting or a complete disaster. But we will see in 2027 when the new WRC game comes out. But yeah, as I said in my live stream yesterday, if this happens to F1, I can see at least a decade gap before another F1 game comes out, purely for the fact that the old people like EA would still have the license probably for a few years after that, so nobody else could make one. And then of course they'd have to build a game from scratch, which would take 2 years. And I just think there'd be so much problems with property rights and licenses. It would end up like the current James Bond film, which I still believe to this day is never actually going to get made. That I just don't believe it. I mean, it's been 2021, it's been 4 years now, and they've got rid of the two people that were originally, did the films. Barbara Broccoli, which was Cubby Broccoli's daughter, she's gone now because she just couldn't be bothered with it anymore. She said Amazon were a load of wankers, which is probably a factual statement, to be fair. And as soon as this happened, they announced and said, "Oh, that's it. We're pushing forward now for the next Bond film straight away." It's gonna, and now months has gone, and we've heard nothing again. Because I just don't think they have a clue how to make a Bond film. And you've got the problem with intellectual property rights. A claim from Europe has been put in now that the James Bond films has been too long off the screens. So now some of the intellectual property rights, which is the name James Bond, can now be used by anyone, and now that's going to a court process, and so it's just going to clog up them making another film for years. And I just don't think it's anyway. Let's put it into perspective. James Bond died at the end of the last film. That's it. It's over. It's finished. He died. He died. He died. And the people that used to make it, they knew that was what was going to happen. They knew it was going to get taken over by Amazon, so they did the right thing and they killed him, and that should be the end of the franchise. Unfortunate that the franchise ended with such a shit film, but that should be it. And that's how I feel about what's going to happen with F1. If EA pull the plug, which I think they probably are going to soon, not this year, probably not next year, but maybe in 27, 28, they're probably going to pull the plug. And that, sadly, I think, is going to be the end of F1 games for a very, very long time. Maybe not a decade, but I will tell you now, definitely 5 years before we get another one, because, as I say, there'll be so much red tape and license issues before someone can even get one going that it'll be 5 years. But I think it'll be nearer 10, to be honest, before another one comes out. So yeah. Mod 79 says, I love WRC 9 and 10. I've got 9, I haven't got 10, but I haven't played 9 yet. Paddock 43 wasn't keen on WRC Generations. And now for the pros sound alike. We like watching Jesus. Never played F1 24. I didn't buy it because I heard too much negative stuff about it. I like F1 23. This year's game looks okay. Yeah. So comparisons, it's definitely better than F1 24. I can, apart from the handling, I didn't have a problem with the 24's handling, but everything else about F1 24 is just not very good at all. But if you think about it, you can kind of understand. Because when a studio shuts down, and the studio that made F1 24 is now gone, half the team were making F1 24 and half the team were making WRC. That studio has now been shut down. Now, when a studio shuts down, usually they don't just say, right, that's it, the next day we're shutting it down. There's discussions that happen over a very long period of time, usually at least 6 months before it actually gets shut down. So the people who are making F124 knew already that things were not looking good and they may be shut. So you can kind of understand how that affects how they make the game. You know, it's like any one of us being at work and then your boss turns up and says, right, I'm going to let you go, but you've still got to work for me for the next 12 weeks because that's the contract. Now, you'd be going, oh, well, fuck you, but you'd have to do it. But while you were doing your job for the next 12 weeks, you're not gonna care about it, are you? Let's face it, you're not going to care about it. You're going to be like, you know, I don't give a shit because I'm out of a job in 12 weeks. But that's how contracts work, unfortunately. I was in exactly that same situation. I was given 12 weeks of notice, but I still had to work for those 12 weeks. And it was a terrible time. It's a terrible time because, you know, I didn't want to work. I'd just been sacked and I didn't want to work. But I had to because that was the contract. And so you can kind of understand how F124, the people that made it, because as I say, they would have known far in advance before the studio was shutting, and they would have gone, oh, I can't be bothered. So now that studio's shut, now it's just at I believe it's their main Birmingham studio. They used to have a smaller studio in Birmingham, but they moved to a bigger one. So I think it's just their main big studio in Birmingham. They've made the F1 game this year, F125. That's why we've also got the breaking point as well. So obviously, you know, a bit more effort and care has gone into this year's game. Now, from this point onwards, of course, we won't have the excuse of, oh, this year's is going to be bad, so I'll wait until the next year's, because it's all being done in one studio. So whatever we get here with F125 is pretty much going to be the same next year as well. It's not going to be much difference because it's going to be just the one studio, the same studio, so that there is no opportunity for us to now skip a year. If they're going to be bad, they're going to be bad all the time. And I have to say, first impressions, it's okay. It is okay. Now, it doesn't mean they're not going to completely cock it up next year. That's a possibility, but for 25, it's okay. Right, that's enough of me rambling. That's enough of me rambling. (2019 and 2020) were proper good, and you hated those games. Thank Christ. KD is cack. Planet 49 is cack. 2019 was fine, nothing enjoyable. 2020, everything on their awful game. Bra is cack. Even Josh said 2020 was decent. Made it more interesting. 2020 was like the other modern current lazy tripe. It's like hearing that. Did he would make this game unique at least? Yeah, he would. Just because the game isn't as good as F1 Championship doesn't mean it's absolute cack. I bet you rated 2010. Alonso got points. This game's no good. That's it. That's it. Hang on. I'm looking at the screen, but I didn't actually see the results. Oh yes, Fernando Alonso got points. 1 point. 1 point. Well done, Fernando. You're finally off the loser board. Well, virtually anyway. Monaco, Hungary. No. You love that circuit. Looks exactly the same when they stopped doing F1 games. Singapore, Spa, according to my own F197 without the best track in the world. Too obvious. In the world. Las Vegas. Race at Las Vegas. Dave kept crashing. F120 was too pointy. Piastri is doing crap in my career mode. Next race is Saudi Arabia. Do Lando Norris at Zandvoort reverse. No more reverse. Get James Vowles, Toto Wolff, Fred Vassar, Mike Crack, Lance Stroll and Lawrence Stroll on this all season's rubbish. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I'd just like to say before I continue that obviously, no. I'd just like to say that anyone over the past few days that has commented on this game is actually a member of the EA creators. Which means they get paid to say what they say. I don't get paid by EA. They don't pay. In fact, nobody pays me a penny for my opinion. So I am free to say what I like. So if this game is cack, I can freely say it's cack because EA aren't going to say I'm a naughty boy and stop paying me any dosh because they don't pay me anything anyway. So yes, first impressions, the game is okay. It's okay. Singapore. Yeah, that might be good for the AI actually, Singapore. Well, I got 12 viewers. 12 viewers! Welcome along. Welcome along. Before I do that, I forgot to change my is it on screen display? No, I can't remember. What was it? Graphics settings? No. Oh, you can't do that until you're in game, can you? Sorry, forgot about that. You got to be in game to do that. I want to change me view settings. That's what I wanted to change. Right. Anyway, let's do. I said Singapore, didn't you? I could do Singapore. Where are you, Singapore? Singapore. Right. Shall we go for Chief Bottle Job number 1? Or shall we go for Lulu? I just got a hankering for Lulu. I know, but I want Lulu. There he is. I want Lulu. Shall we do Lulu? Yeah, let's do Lulu. Love you, Lulu. Stroll. No. No. We can't have Stroll. Stroll. Oh, for cock's sake. You always want me to do the bad team so I look bad on the videos. That's what it is. I know what your bloody plan is. Lance Stroll. I'd rather do Fernando. Look at Fernando. What have they done to him? He looks like he's got a horse face. He really does. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Let's sort this out while we're here. The drivers. We've got Oscar's pastry, or as I like to say, Hell Hitler. Honestly, he just needs what have they done to his hair? We've got Lando Norris. I'm not mentally strong enough. We've got oh my goodness, look at Charles. He's oh yes, that's very bad. We got Lolo. We got Maxi Boy Verstappen. We got Yuki. So no, well, at least they got Yuki in the Red Bull. Yeah, at least that's something. We've got George. Look at George. Look at George. He really does look like a cartoon character now, doesn't he? Look at his hair. What have they done to his hair? Very weird. And then Kimi Antonelli. Max looks stoned. Kimi Antonelli. Lance Stroll. Yes, Lance Stroll. I want to be a professional tennis player, don't you know? Don't you know? Jules looks Chinese. But Fernando Alonso, look at him. Look at him. What have they done to you, Fernando? What have they done? He's got a horse face. Look how long it is. That's very weird. Very weird indeed. Then we got Pierre Gasly. And we've got Jack Doohan, who's no longer even in Formula One. Esty Bestie. And there's Oliver Behrman. Wowzers. You got Liam Lawson. And we've got Isaac Azure. In the Williams, we've got Alexander Albon. Now, Albon looks okay. That looks pretty decent, Alexander Albon. I'll give you props for that, Codemasters. That looks pretty decent. But Carlos Sainz, the smooth operator, bloody hell. Looks like most of that smooth is in his hair. And then we've got Nico Hulkenberg. Oh, look at that for a haircut. And we got Gabriele Bortoletti. Oh my goodness, Gabriele Bortoletti looks... Half of them look like they were applying for a job in the Gestapo. Berman looks like a stuffed corpse. Gabriele Bortoletti. That's horrible. He does not look like that. I've seen him in an interview and he does not look like that at all. Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible, co-masters. What are you doing? What are you doing? And that's nothing. Right, okay, where did we get to? Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll. Right. I think it's still set. Yeah, it's still set up. There we go. Singapore, Singapore, Singapore. So you've got the 24 circuits from F1 25, and you've also got 3 circuits in reverse. So 24, 25, 26, 27 circuits in total. I think that's enough, to be honest. I think that's enough, 27 circuits.
Welcome then to Marina Bay and a tough...
Yes. Thank you, Crofty. Oh, we're going straight into the race. Hang on a minute. I want to see if I can do my camera customization. That's what we want. We don't want TV pod. We want TV pod offset, and we want the... Is it the lateral? -12. Look, I still remember, and that centralizes your car. Yes, it does.
Okay,
Right.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check. Lulu at Silverstone reverse. Right, here we go. Singapore. Oh, that's a smooth getaway. Round the outside, round the outside. Buffalo girls go round the outside. Oh, illegal overtake.
Illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back.
Lance, what are you doing? Oh, contact.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, you have to watch your throttle in the low speed. Might be able to get some kind of adjustment to the throttle settings for that though, but too much in the slow speed and you do spin out.
And gap to the car in front, 0.1 seconds.
That was only a 5 lapper.
is so optimal.
Yes, we got driver voices now for F1 25. It's all going on, you know. It's all going on.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory. He wins.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell that they completely had it under control.
Yeah, they
And
did,
that
Final
is
Plessy. Yeah, they did. They had driver voices in the last years.
We had
Charles Leclerc.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for it?
Now, in regards to the they've just added more lines, yeah. Now, in regards to the slow speed corners, I think possibly a little bit of throttle linearity could possibly dial that out. It's not a game breaker by any stretch of the imagination, but you do feel it start to break away into some of the slow speed corners. But I think probably a little bit of throttle adjustment. I'm running it completely default setup, so completely just out of the box. I haven't adjusted anything to do with the throttle, the braking, or anything like that. But I think maybe just a little bit of throttle and braking adjustment, maybe to the sensitivity or the linearity. I'm not quite sure how it would work. You'd have to go. I mean, obviously, there's probably loads of people online now who are already chucking out setups and, you know, best controller setups, because that always happens every year. So yeah, I think just a little tiny bit would dial that out, and, you know, it's not a problem. It's controllable, but on the slow speed corners, you do start to feel sometimes that you are on the limit of spinning out. So yeah, just something to bear in mind in the handling department. But overall, the handling is, yeah, it feels very, very good, at least, as I say, on a pad. I can't attest to any of you wheel users. So this is the game. This is F1 World, which you've probably all seen before. Lots of options and whatever. I think we've probably covered everything, to be honest. I don't want to go into the main. We know we're going to breaking point. I've already started. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You've got local multiplayer, league racing, a store, theatre, and settings, and that's about it for your money, everyone. That's about it for your money. So how long have we been on now? Let's have a look. Almost 2 hours, right. We gotta do it, haven't we? We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Here we go, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Here I am, back again. Oh, I can be Lulu. No, I can't be Lulu yet because it hasn't finished. Here I am, back again on the multiplayer. We're on crossplay as well, so we're playing with people on the PC and probably on the Xbone 360. Is it still the 360? I'm not quite sure. I really don't give a shit. I guess EA don't bother putting the most complete F1 game yet on the back covers. No, they don't. No. This is the digital version, so I can't see the back cover, but yeah, I've got the back covers for the last few games, and no, they don't bother putting that on anymore. They don't bother putting that on anymore. Last year's game had a completely new dynamic handling system. Well, I didn't see very much dynamic with the handling. I have to say it was okay, but it certainly wasn't dynamic. Dee 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 dee. Come on, can we get in, please? Can we get in? We won the last lap. Dee 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 dee. Now you know what? I'm just gonna make one myself. And F1 2014, the most successful F1 game yet. Yes, I'm just gonna make one. Make one myself. There we go. If anyone's out there right now, basically updated F1 2013 with no classic cars. Yes. Let's see if anyone populates. Dee 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 dee. Beep 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 beep. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 5 laps, that'll do. That'll do. Has anyone populated my... Oh. 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 There's no one in my lobby. Come on. Someone join my lobby. I'm going to be Lulu now. Someone? Anyone? I can hear sad violins playing in the background. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. No one's joining my lobby. No one's joining my lobby. Come on. Someone join my lobby. Please. Anyone? Oh, bloody hell. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's try that one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Yes. I'm ready, lads. I'm ready. I'm ready. Come watch me get Brad Pitt on this whole season's rubbish. Yes. Yes. I should do. Now watch me get demolished by the whole field that's younger than me. Because obviously everyone's younger than me. The whole planet's younger than me. Here we go. Dee 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 dee. I thought I read it up. Come on, lads. Oh, we're going. We're going. Oh my God, we're going. Right, we've mostly in a field of PlayStation players. There's one on the PC. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I've no idea what the room settings were. I forgot to check. It's probably on ghosting, I expect. Oh, we got one shot qualifying. Here we go. Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. Fantastic. Abu Dhabi. "55 seconds? What the diddly-o? Come on, hurry up." There we go. Now watch me come last. In one shot quali. Car setup, balanced. Yeah, seems about right to me. Let's go. Let's go. Was I last? Oh my goodness! I was middle of the field. Wowzers! 4th. Wow, we must have some right noobs on here. How on earth did I get 4th? How did I get 4th? Unbelievable scenes. Oh my goodness. Right, let's go for this then. Now, is this going to be Wreckfest? Or are they going to be nice and clean? Because it said welcome to anyone on the job description, so I'm not holding my hopes up. I don't even know if the damage is on, to be fair. Let's just do it. We might even have formation that, I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a cluster.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
The track's over here, my friend. I don't know where you were going, but that's not the track. Yeah, I agree with you there. It does look rubbish.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, we lost the position, trying to keep focus.
Oh, he didn't try to take me out. That's amazing.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.0 seconds.
Yeah, this game's fixed.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
He is catching me though, but I have got a broken front wing. Yep. I'll take 6 with a broken wing. Teammate did come in for a pit stop though. What's this? Why have I still got the AI voice? I turned all that off, sure. I'm sure I did. It's just trying to wind me up now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. At least you're playing this game so I don't have to buy it. This is true. This is true. I wish I didn't have to buy it either, but some damn fool decides to call his YouTube channel F1 Games PlayStation. What a stupid idea that was! Oh my god! I should have just called it the Hookster and be done with it, shouldn't I? I should have just called it the Hookster. Oh, look at this! This is new. I haven't seen this before. Which I don't think I've even played multiplayer on F1 24, so it's probably still all in there. I play the game, so you don't have to. Right, let's catch up on the comments while we're waiting for the next round to load. I'll press ready up. Oh, it's Bahrain. You and me both, mate. Yeah, tyre smoke. I'll have to have a look at that at some point, because that does look a little bit unrealistic. Mind you, F1 24 is exactly the same. That used to look rubbish. And I don't think you could turn it off on F1 24, because a lot of people complain about that. So they probably put a setting in now so you can turn it off. We will see. Bahrain. Right, there's 8 of us. There's 8 of us. Interactive TV for you. Type in the chat where you think I'm going to finish out of 8. Type it in the chat. Where do you think I'm going to finish out of 8 drivers? And we will see whether you get it right or not. Interactive TV, this is. Interactive TV. Where do you think I'm going to come? 7th, says Helio Trophy. Last, says Final Fantasy. I love it. I love the confidence. You know. I could have said, oh, I think you'll come first, Dave. No, last. Or second from last. Oh, we've actually lost one, so we'll say 6 for what you said. You said 7th, so it'll be 6 now, won't it? We've lost one. Oh no, wait, one's... From what I've read, tyre smoke comes as a part of the effects. Okay, thanks, Mod79. I'll have a look at that after the stream. Oh, no, he's gone again. He was here, but he's gone again. So there could only be 7 of us now. I have to admit, for a first day on the game properly, there's not many people in these lobbies. Car setup. Where are we? Silverstone. Balanced. Now let's go for speed. Oh wait, what the hell's this? This is not one shot. Have they changed it? Oh no, it could be one shot. Yeah, oh, it is one shot. Sister in the left-hand corner, Dave. Where did we end up? 5th! Wowzers. Wowzers. 5th. Can't be bad. Fifth, and there are 8 of us, so that 7th position that you said still stands. 7th, and Platinum Places are going to finish last. Let's do this. This is better than a Friday night drinking game, this, isn't it? When's he going to finish? Last. Second from last. Into the barrier. It's going to end up in the harbour at Monaco, even though it's Silverstone. Oh, we got a faller. Oh, they got a damage off.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Oh, that's smoke. Yeah, it's horrible.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Okay, clear. Tyre condition still looking good.
He blocked me, referee!
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Well, there you go, 5th. Not last and second from last. Wow. Oh, right, one more and I'm going. Nearly 2 o'clock in the morning.
Checkered flag.
Checkered flag. That was pretty decent actually, I quite enjoyed that. Last one. How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours? Yeah, definitely the last one now. Yes. What's the betting? The last one will be Hungary. What's the betting? It's going to be Hungary. Oh, that's Saudi Arabia. I quite like that one. Let's do it then. Oh, we've lost half the lobby. Oh, that's not on, is it? We've lost half the lobby. I'm going to run ready for a minute. It's still counting down. Oh well, it looks like going in with 4 players. They left because they knew how good you were in the last race. If only that was true. If only that was true. Yeah, this is my last one of the night, ladies and gentlemen. My last one of the night. F125. So opinion, yeah, it's another F1 game. But yeah, handling is absolutely fine. You won't have any problems with the handling. That's all I can say. It's absolutely fine. Your only clue is, do you want to pay £69.99 for it? That's entirely up to you. I unfortunately have to. Well, I don't have to, but because of the name of my channel, it's it's appropriate that I do. But you at home, of course, don't have to. You have that choice whether to bother or not. So it's entirely up to you. But is it better than F124? Yes, by a country mile, it's better than F124. But that was a very low bar anyway. So But yes, it is a lot better than F124. It's kind of a mismatch between 23 and 24, with elements of the two. I just noticed we got some wind noise like F1 2017, if you remember that game. Can you hear the wind noise? That hasn't been an F1 game for ages. Yeah, I know it's not much to write home about. Oh, you got a wind noise. That's like saying the tyres are black this year, but you know what I mean. Oh, the tyres are black. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, wind noise I haven't heard since 2017. Used to have a chronic wind noise on it. Oh my god. Now I'm going to come last because these other guys are pretty good. Especially Mr. YHWHBIN. I have no idea what that means. There's probably some hidden code there somewhere.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Yeah, podium's on.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Oh!
Green flag.
Podium's definitely on now.
You're running low on ERS. Reminder that you can play around with ERS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge. Okay, we need to pick up the pace. The car behind's closing in. Come on. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
We got him. Whee! Wow. That was intense. Or as Murray would have said, my heart was in my mouth. Yeah. There I am in the Ferrari. Well, there you go. I'm going to drop out of the lobby quickly because I don't like to hang on. Now let me drop out of the lobby quickly. Okay then. Lee, thank you. Thank you for a very enjoyable couple of races there as well. People online. That's very, very good. Very good. So there you go, everyone. That was F1 25. I'd give it 8 out of 10, to be honest, at the moment. I'd give it 8 out of 10. The only problem, of course, is it's more of the same, once again. So that's a real problem with your decision on whether to buy or not. It is more of the same. There's nothing really that's changed from last year, to be honest. Except the AI seemed to be a bit better, the handling seemed to be a bit better, everything seems to be a bit better, but does that justify the £70 cost of the game? That's entirely up to you. But yeah, anyway, that has been F1 25. Thanks so much for joining me on the stream tonight. I will thank as many that are still here. I think Mr. Plano Plessy is still here, Mr. Helium Trophy, so thank you to you, and possibly Mod 79, who's the last one on my list. To everyone else, I'll just say thank you. I can't remember all your names. Champ 92 was in there. Will F1 was in there. God, I can't forget Will F1 or I'll be in real trouble. Paddock 69 was in there as well. I think Paul, Mr. LaRousse was in there at the start as well, and others. But I'm sorry if I've forgotten you, and it won't let me scroll up the chat any further than that. I'm just basically basing it on the two that are still in here at the end. Let's have a look and see if there's any more comments. 6 out of 10 then. Yeah, basically it's a 6 out of 10. Yes. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10. I'll give it an 8, basically because of the handling. It doesn't seem to be tugging as much. Probably may have got used to it some more, I don't know, but it doesn't seem to be as tugging as much when I was pulling away from the line. I noticed there, so maybe you won't need any adjustments to the throttle sensitivity and the linearity. It's just maybe a case of playing it for a couple of hours and you probably managed to get on top of it, so entirely up to you. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everyone. You have been awesome as always. This has been our traditional now yearly stream of the latest F1 games. Unfortunately, it's never going to top my 2020 stream when we had my team and I was trying to paint my car, and I'm colourblind, and so all the colours were not the right colours. And I remember everyone was shouting at the sort of typing into the chat and going, "Dave, that's purple, that's not blue." It was very, very funny. It was like a rabbit caught in the headlights. You tried to look away, but you just couldn't. You really couldn't. But yeah, anyway. But that was a great stream, and I'd just like to say thanks so much for joining me on the stream tonight. I've had a lot of people joining in. I had 12 people in the stream at one point, so it's very, very nice indeed. So thanks to everyone that has joined me tonight. This has been a unpaid by EA F1 YouTuber. Yes, and I will give the game 8 out of 10. For originality, I'll give it 3 out of 10. Because it's really not anything that hasn't been done before. So the game as a whole, 8 out of 10, but for originality, I only give it 3 out of 10 because the extra features really aren't that much. And that comes from me, not paid by EA. Thank you very much. Anyway, thank you, everyone. You've been awesome as always. To everyone that's tuned in tonight, thank you very much. And I will catch you all in the next video. Good night.